Good morning. This is the Retired Fat Guy. It's Monday the 14th, 15th. Well, I don't even know what day it is, but it doesn't matter. As you can tell, this is the Retired Fat Guy. You can tell I'm not exactly not fat. But a few years ago, when I came up with the concept of the Retired Fat Guy, I was about 327 pounds. I had chronic knee issues from work injury, and some of it was due to life, sports, the whole nine. But so what is the Retired Fat Guy? It's more of a state of mind, and I think we all one day wake up, especially if you were an athlete at one time like myself, going, who the heck is this guy in the mirror? I'll put it to self. We who are always on a weight loss challenge often look in the mirror and go, okay, I just lost 60 pounds. How in the world did this shit come back on? Well, that's a good question. You can eat small, you can reduce your calories, you can work out all the darn time, you can do all the things to get you down. But when we get there, go back more into our old life, old lifestyle. In my case, I worked a lot of nights, so when I was working, I worked a lot. And fellas that know me from work, guys and gals, of course, we all fight it. I think that's with everybody, though. Life gets in the way, and you go, what about me? What about me? What about me? So I'm sitting there in Irvine at a poolside going, man, I look like shit. And I was like, that's it. I'm retired from being a fat guy. So even if it's a lifelong journey, that's why. Now, it has a double meaning now. I'm actually really retired, but I'm not ever retired from being a fat guy. In my head, even if I got down to 190, I'm still gonna see 327. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that is. I'm sure I'll go, who's that guy? He's thinned out. But in the back of my head, I'm going, what now? So you gotta do this on a lifelong process. Daily movement, eating correctly, not giving in to temptations. That's what we all do. So a lot of this was lack of this, the brain. You let your impulses get over your brain and what you truly want. And then when you do give in, you feel guilty. Who can agree with me on that? Well, I found a way, and it's nothing new, that I've been losing weight. Yes, I've been walking, but I've also been walking and riding my bike to benefit my knees. Some of you may know or remember about a year ago, I had double knee replacements on the same day. At the time I was weighing, I think it was 278. I did a lot of pre-workout, getting ready for, they call it prehab, getting ready for the surgery. It was just going to be me. I mean, yeah, I had my wife, my kids, they helped me out, especially in the first few weeks. But once I got my feet, my wits about me, I was off all the painkillers, which I didn't have that much of. It was just ice, stretch, repeat. Ice, stretch, try to rest, repeat. The other thing that happens is now I'm sitting in a vegetative state, the way I looked at it. I know I wasn't. Going, man, I gotta get these legs moving. Well, you get tired. You get tired of getting tired. You fall asleep all the time. Your body's recovering. In my case, mine was recovering. And that's all normal. But like most guys and most people that are go all the time, it's hard to sit. It's really hard to sit. You have nothing more to do than, that's all I had to do, is stretch my knees. I stretch. And my right leg, it came back on like a champ. I would say more like 10 weeks. Yeah, I still had stretching and pulling, but nothing like I had. And my left leg, it's just now. Here we are, a year and almost a month later, and my left leg is just now starting to free up to where I don't feel a stretch pull on the front part of my knee. I still do have some issues with the tib-fib area located where everything comes together. In the process of getting my knees done, I also gained about 1.5 inches back in my height. It's re-straightened my legs, which changed the pitch of my pelvis, which put lots of tension on my back, almost like you have sciatica. But I'm finding body movement is key. Always stretching, walking, trying to be up, forcing yourself to arch back. It's getting better. So I changed my mindset, changed my routine, and things are coming back online. So that is good. But the other part of this message.
How do you like your shoes?
A second. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure exactly where I was in my message, but you never know who you're going to meet. I'm sitting here filming this next to the riverside on a walkway, and a gentleman that was in business. We talked, and it started with Hoka shoes, and anyway, he's in a business that my wife's getting into, and filled me with a bunch of tips. We just talked shop, but anyway, it's always great to sit and talk and meet people, because that's one of the other reasons I liked about being out and about, and getting my body moving and doing all that. But I had a whole spiel I wanted to say, but the main progress, main part of this, I'm all over the place, but I got a lot of ideas going through my head. The main part of this is get your body moving, get up, lace up, and hit the road, and don't look back. Do this on a daily, especially as we get older. As we get older, you don't want to be 65 and not being able to move. And if you are 65 and having problems moving, get up. Get up a little more every day. Engage your core. Sit, stretch, get up. Walk to the, end of the block and back. Maybe that's where your starting point is. But you got to have a starting point. If you don't, you're going to freeze up. Then you end up in assisted living or worse, in convalescent, because you can't take care of yourself. And that goes for all of us, no matter what age. Becoming disabled we can all be like that, just in a car accident or whatever. Nobody really wants to be disabled, and if you are, I feel for you. I'm talking mobily disabled, especially when you're used to moving and walking and all that. But the other thing that really is key, it doesn't matter how much you work out, if you're not eating right, your weight will never come off. You'll be going through the motions and nothing will come off. So I invite you, I'm never going to say you must, but I invite you to reduce your carbs, lower your carbs, or even go, they call it keto. I like carnivore keto, or ketovore, I think is what the sexy name is these days. But it's paramount to eat correctly, and if you spend time, put down that damn news channel. Shit, turn it off. Learn about what's going on. Learn about your food, what's being put in it. It's not good. You go to McDonald's, take a look at what's in that crap. Fries, they dip that stuff in something that is poisonous to our bodies. And we put that in our kids' face. Not only ours, but our kids' face. And take a look at your family photos. Take a look at the older generation in those photos. They were generally fit. Take a look at our kids now. I just saw a side-by-side picture of a mom and a daughter. The mom I went to school with in high school. She's in fairly good shape. Her daughter, right now, looks like she's in decent shape, but she definitely, you can see the difference. There's a difference. The food that's in us is creating this stuff called inflammation. The inflammation causes all kinds of problems. Gallbladder issues, sleep apnea, because your neck gets big and swollen, and salt takes on, and that's just not good. Inflammation is what's killing us. They say salt. I've increased my salt and my blood pressure dropped. Imagine that. Good salt now. I use a stuff called Redmond's, but you can use Himalayan salt, natural sea salts, unbleached stuff. Has all the nutrients in it that our body wants. Yeah, I'm still on high blood pressure meds, which has only been like the last 3 years. But I have my doctors telling me to get off of salt. So I increased it, but I also put, I'm also eating like 90% meat, 95% meat. I'm a couple days away from my 53rd birthday. And I think I'm gonna go complete meat. I don't know how it's gonna be. I come from an Italian household. Lots of people eating whatever, but maybe that's my come out. It's like, well, I'm 53 today. I'm gonna go complete meat. We'll make stuff so everybody's comfortable, but meat, enjoy it. Have all you want of it. And if you can, do grass-fed, grass-finished. It's a little pricier, but do you want to pay the price of meat, or do you want to pay the price of all this medication that our doctors are putting us on? And it ain't really the doctor's fault. They've been trained this way. They're like, if your patient has these markers, well, they're on this, and then they tell you you're on it for the rest of your life. I think I'd rather be on meat the rest of my life than medication the rest of my life. And at the rate I'm going, just increasing my meat the way I have. And don't get me wrong, I used to be the chicken guy. Let me have some broccoli. Let me have this. Let me have that scoop of rice. All the stuff that the doctor said was good. It wasn't. Every time I ate that way, my scale would go up. When they're telling you and you're trying to follow it to the T, that pyramid thing, we were sold as kids, it never worked for me. I only got fatter. The other one was when I had my heart issue. Some of you may know I have an enlarged heart, and I'm at 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up soon. But the enlarged heart came from, not sleeping all the time. For 20 years, 21 years, all I did was, there was many weeks where I had 5-day work weeks and 5-day weeks. Because 2 of them, I was up. I was at work. Well, work nights, I'm finding out. You'll have days that you're up for 30, 32, 36 hours. And then, because you want to like do things with the family, or go to the gym like you're supposed to, like the doctors tell you to, get fit. Something's got to give, so you spend the time that you need and you don't sleep. But sleep is a key ingredient for feeling good. Sleep is important for your mind, your cognitive, your neurosystem, everything. If you notice, take a look at somebody that hasn't slept in a while. And you know they might sleep 5, 6 nights, 7 nights a week, whatever. But they just don't function at the same rate. They might be more irritable. They may not be the fun guy to be around anymore, especially if you knew him way back when life was good and life didn't get in the way, kids and trying to make everybody happy. That's the other thing. You gotta stop making everybody happy. You gotta worry about you too, right here. I mean, definitely take care of your loved ones and make sure everybody's health and their welfare is fine. But you gotta make time for you. So I find the best time for me, first thing I wake up. My family likes to sleep. My older 2, they have jobs now and they got their routine. Going to school. I got one getting ready to leave for Wyoming. He's going into Western Welding Academy. Look into it. It's good. Anyway, he's going there. Gillette, Wyoming. He starts October 9th. But and we have the young one, our youngest child has Down syndrome, so we're always trying to keep him happy. But you got to find a time in the day and schedule it like an appointment. It's you. The most important appointment in the world is you. Because if you're not right, there ain't no way you can make anybody else happy. You just can't. If you're not feeling good, it's just not good. So get up. First thing for me, it's different for everybody because everybody has different needs. But mine is, as soon as I wake up now, I don't care if it's 4 o'clock, 5:30, 6. If it's 4, I might kind of lounge around, try to get another hour. But definitely by 5:36, if I wake up, I get up, I lace up, I go hit the road. And that's my secret. What's your secret? Leave it in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, down below, tap. If you want to see what kind of crazy things come out of my pothole, take a look at some of the other messages. I don't know where it would be posted, but my post will be somewhere. I'm getting a little better at this editing thing, so bear with me. Most of everything is straight from me to the camera, and then I just upload it. And then I'm learning shorts, so bear with me on that. But I'm gonna try to not tell you, but just say what's going on. I think we all need to think, and we all need to get ourselves right. And for you people that love your country, no matter what country you're from, take care of your country. And for me, I live in America. I think it's the best country out there. It's a great idea that keeps standing, It's one of the youngest ideas. I think it is the youngest idea that still stands. It is pretty powerful. We just have an interesting administration right now that I know way too many people that want to get rid of them in the way of sending them out the White House with an election. That's how we do it. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. Right now, get your mind right, get up, lace up, hit the road. This is the Retired Fat Guy. I love you all. Stay positive. Put God first, and everything else will fall into place. All right, take care. I gotta get back to my walk. I'm gonna leave you with this message right here. My walk today along this river. Anyway, you have a good day. Oh yeah, free speech. That's why I can talk to you right now. And I don't know if this hat's reading frontwards or backwards, but it talks about the Second Amendment. Without the First Amendment, or without the Second Amendment, the First Amendment can't hold water. So protect it, love it. See you later. Bye.